Gypsy Rose Blanchard, get out of my comment section. You make all these burner accounts and stay in my comment section. Even when I'm not talking about you, you're in my comments. Girl, get a life. So as y'all could see, it says Trisha 0801. No, Bree won't get in trouble. It's public information. I go to the account and you know, like always, she has all these burners. 2 following. Like, girl, get a life. You can't be this much of a desperate person. Like, why are you in my comment section? Girl, get lost. Play in traffic. Like, you doing too much. Like, this is weird behavior. If you don't think this is weird behavior, it's weird behavior. You're odd. Nobody does this. Why are you in my comment section, girl? Like, why are you such a stalker? Worry about the man you used to unalive your mom so you could go get sausage from somebody else. Go worry about that. Stay on my comment section. All right, y'all. You saw that Gypsy was trolling me. But I started thinking last night. And I was like, something was a little weird about her live. And I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but she was rocking back and forth at one point, and that was giving very much self-soothing. Why is she self-soothing? Something's going on that we don't know about, y'all. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, something is going on that we are not privy to. And we just need to keep our eyes open and ears open because something is going down. I don't know what it is, but something's going down. Okay. And it could be everything to do with Becca, and I hope it is. I hope that I hope karma's finally coming to get her. I know it's gonna do it anyway, and I know a lot of people are concerned that it hasn't, but karma will always come back and get you one way or another. You ain't never gonna get away with it. But let's spin a block on something, because do y'all remember this time last year Gypsy was trolling too? I don't know if y'all remember this. This is literally today, last year she was trolling, and she in my comments trolling again. This girl don't ever change. Miss Ma'am, are you serious? She's on parole. She's technically property of the state right now. It's not even about double jeopardy at this point. Like, threatening on the internet is, I'm pretty sure, a violation of parole on some form, shape, or form. I'm pretty sure. I don't know for sure, which is why I'm saying to her, like, she needs to chill, because maybe she might get grace with this one. But she needs to chill, because this is getting out of hand and becoming... It's an issue. It's really an issue. So she really needs to chill out, because it's just not worth letting anybody on the internet get you that riled up to get yourself in some trouble where you'll end up sitting behind bars for not for no reason, but for, being upset for a split second, or someone not making you happy about their post or what they're saying. It's just not that deep, and that's what I'm saying to y'all. But it is what it is. So as I was sitting here minding my business, I saw that someone posted this on her page. For everyone that's saying it's photoshopped, someone actually also tried to respond to it, but it was filtered, and this is what the filter looks like. So this is really what it looks like when you're filtered comments, and I know because I have it. This is clearly Gypsy Rose, and I'm telling y'all, she's out here being unhinged. I don't think y'all realize how severe this is. If anyone is watching me that is a friend of Gypsy's, or a close friend that has contact and can contact her, talk to her, speak to her, let her know, girl, chill out. I don't want you to violate your parole. I need you to do better. Say something, because you can't let your girl go out like this. This is, I don't know, y'all. This is a bit out of control. She's saying, come at me. Let's do this thing. I don't know. Look, don't get the messenger. Don't get the messenger. Y'all have a great day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye for now. Now, y'all know 50 Cent always got beef with somebody. And you know 50 is like petty on another level. But I don't think y'all know about this situation. At least a lot of people don't know. I knew about this briefly, but I think it's kind of funny. Also, this is involving Big Meech, and some of y'all might not know who Big Meech is. I went to college in Atlanta. I went to a HBCU, and so a lot of this information I know because music was coming out of Atlanta, and specifically from the area that I was going to college in. Big Meech, I used to go to his girlfriend's hair salon. I can't give too many details because, you know, loose lips, what they say, snitches get stitches. And I think that might be the situation because Big Meech, Larry Hoover, you can't be playing with them on the internet. But I'm going to play this video because y'all are going to be like, gasping for air. And I feel like the storyteller is telling it like chef's kiss. Y'all gonna love this. Let me drop your comments down below.
Hey, which rapper would you rather beef with, Kendrick Lamar or 50 Cent? Good answer, because it doesn't matter who you choose, you're screwed either way. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. Hold on, I saw what Kendrick Lamar did to Drake. What 50 Cent do? Well, you see, it's not about what he's done to the people he's beefed with. It's about what he's doing to the people he's beefed with. Because you see, when you start beefing with 50 Cent, you beefing for life. He will never stop. Which is why Curtis 50 Cent Jackson has a problem. He has so many beefs with so many people, including some of the most dangerous crime lords on the planet, which is where our story begins. Meet Big Meech, founder and leader of the Black Mafia family, aka BMF, which at one point was one of the biggest criminal organizations in the US. Now, something important to note is BMF was really popular in hip hop culture, which is adjacent to black culture. But something even more important to note is when I say popular, I do not mean celebrated. I mean more like infamous, kind of like the Yakuza or the Italian Mafia. Now, Big Meech and BMF eventually get taken down by federal agents, but when something like this happens, eventually people are gonna be knocking on your door to make a movie, which is where 50 Cent comes in. You see, he produces movies and TV shows, so he says, hey, Big Meech says, 50 Cent says, hey, let's make a movie or TV show about your life. Big Meech says, oh, that's a good idea, but that might be a little complicated. Because you see, listen closely, apparently, Big Meech signed his life rights away to a woman named Tammy Cohen. Now, what life rights are is basically the right to make a book, a TV show, a movie about someone's life. And again, Big Meech signed his life rights over to Tammy Cohen. We'll talk about why in a second. But first, back to 50 Cent. He goes to Tammy. He says, hey, Big Meech and I were trying to make a TV show. He said, you got his life rights. She said, I do got his life rights. He said, okay, well, you know, can we make this TV show? She says, for sure. And while they make the TV show, it's a hit. Big Meech is played by his son, Lil Meech. Everything's running smoothly. But here's where things start to get wicked. Big Meech gets released from prison. Remember this picture I showed you earlier? Does that look like jail to you? You're not paying attention. Lock in. Everybody said, yo, Big Meech is out. And then people said, yo, Big Meech is out. I got people thinking, one of the biggest crime lords. How did he get released? Federal agents, what did he do again? Federal agents said, nothing too crazy. He worked with the cartel, allegedly had people sold about 300 million in, yeah. People said, whoa, Nelly, that sounds like a life sentence. And he still look alive. Because you see, the thing is, he was only in jail for 15 years. He got a 30-year sentence. Only did 15. Now, I don't know how good your math is, but that's only half the time. And when someone gets out that early for such big crimes, people usually think they snitched, giving up other people so they can get out early. Now, we're gonna put whether he snitched or not to the side as well. It'll make more sense as the story goes. What do we have on the side so far? We have, why did Big Meech sign his life rights away? And is Big Meech a snitch or not? Keep those questions in the back of your mind. Okay, so Big Meech out of prison. Again, people are questioning if he's a snitch, but it's not like a huge deal. Big Meech suddenly pops up in a picture with Rick Ross. Rick Ross says, yo, Big Meech home. We gonna do a welcome home Big Meech concert. Everyone goes, whoa, but damn. One of the many people 50 Cent is beefing with is Rick Ross. Apparently, 50 Cent looked at Rick Ross funny at an award show and they've hated each other ever since. 50 Cent said, oh, Big Meech, you gonna take pictures with people that I don't like? Okay, everybody, Big Meech is a snitch. Everybody said, excuse me? 50 Cent said, y'all heard me? Big Meech is a tattletale. Big Meech said, I usually don't address this kind of stuff, but I'm not a tattletale. 50 Cent tripping. 50 Cent said, well, I'm tripping? Why don't we just ask Tammy if I'm tripping? Remember, Tammy has Big Meech's life rights. So 50 Cent plays an audio recording of Tammy saying, yeah, let's just tell the truth. Let's tell the truth. 50 Cent said the truth being that Tammy and Big Meech started having problems. So Tammy went over to 50 Cent and said, hey, by the way, truth is Big Meech is a snitch. And that him and Tammy are gonna make a documentary about how exactly Big Meech did the snitching. But essentially the story goes that Big Meech did something called third-party snitching, that he got someone that he loved and trusted with everything to snitch for him. That someone being Tammy Cohen's. Listen closely. People guess that the reason that Tammy owns Big Meech's life rights is Big Meech might have said something like, hey, Tammy, if you go snitch for me, I'll give you my life rights. It's gonna be worth a lot of money. Or Big Meech might have gave her his life rights and said, you see how much I love and trust you? Can you snitch for me? Either way, the result is Tammy snitches for him. But okay, here's the tricky part. The snitching actually didn't work. Tammy was apparently caught watching Netflix, if you don't know what that means, look in the comments, with the federal agent that she was snitching to. The judge said, hey, yo, the deal does not count. Snitching off the table. A federal agent said, why? The judge said, are you stupid? How do we know if you were doing your job honestly or if you were just trying to get favors from Tammy? The federal agent said, oh, that's a good point. All right, I'm gonna turn in my badge. Now, even though the snitching did not work, Big Meech got out early anyway. According to the courts, it was simply because Big Meech didn't cause any problems in prison and he seemed to really turn his life around. It also might be because we treat drug offenses less harshly than we used to back then when the war on drugs was like at its height. Now, 50 Cent's point is basically, even though Big Meech didn't get out for snitching, he still snitched. It didn't work for him, but he still did it. Sure, he got out on good behavior, but again, he still tried to snitch on everyone. Big Meech again saying that is not true. I didn't snitch, I did my time. And to be fair to Big Meech, there's so many hidden parts to the story that haven't been revealed. So far, people can only speculate as to whether he snitched or not. So far, everybody kind of has their own take. But again, Big Meech saying, don't listen to 50 Cent, I did not snitch. Rick Ross said, yeah, 50, matter of fact, you don't know who you messing with, 50, that's Big Meech. Me and Big Meech finna do a movie our damn selves. 50 Cent said, Rick Ross? Rick Ross said, oh. 50 said, I wouldn't do that, because in fact, I own the life rights. Big Meech said, but I gave my life rights to Tammy Cohen. The TikToker said it himself. 50 Cent said, yeah, but then she sold them to me. So now I'm finna make a story about how you snitching. Yes, in a surprising twist, 50 Cent reveals that he now in fact owns Big Meech's life rights, meaning that he owns the rights to Big Meech's life story. And imagine if your op owns the rights to your life story. That's tough. Rick Ross said, damn, bro, that's tough. But don't worry, we still finna do a benefit concert for you, Big Meech. We finna get it popping. Well, it turns out the venue canceled the concert because apparently it didn't sell enough tickets, which makes sense. Remember what I said earlier, Big Meech and BMF are more infamous, not celebrated. People aren't going, whoa, Big Meech is home, let me go see him in concert. People mostly just don't care. Rick Ross said, damn, all right, Meech, I'ma holla at you. Oh. And of course, 50 Cent rubbed in the fact that the concert didn't go through. In fact, I don't think this beef is close to over. In fact, while 50 Cent was beefing with Big Meech and Rick Ross, he was beefing with like 5 other people at the same exact time. He told Big Meech's son, hey, we never doing another show again, your career over. He posted this picture making fun of somebody who passed away, Irv Gotti. Yeah, when I said 50 Cent's gonna beef with you for life, I didn't mean your life, I meant his life. Irv Gotti's basically one of the first people 50 Cent started beefing with. Irv Gotti, founder of a group called Murder Inc. with Ja Rule. This is where the 50 Cent and Ja Rule beef comes from. I made a video about it. But all in all, this beef was so bad, it's the reason 50 Cent got 9 times. Because hey, would you look at that? It's another crime lord, a man named Kenneth Supreme, who 50 Cent also had beef with. 50 Cent's beef with Ja Rule, Irv Gotti, and Kenneth Supreme all intertwined, which again ended up with 50 getting 9 times and surviving. Of course, it's way more complicated than that. Go watch the other video. But anyway, as for 50 Cent and Big Meech, we're still in the middle of the story. So we're gonna have to wait and see if 50 Cent drops a documentary about Big Meech allegedly snitching.
Now, y'all know that Keith Lee has been on a food tour in the UK. And he been lighting up the UK, talking about how their food's really not that good. But he did this review that I actually think was a good review of a Jamaican restaurant in the UK. And I'm going to preface this by saying he said the customer service was really good, which was surprising for a Jamaican restaurant. And that made me laugh out loud as a Jamaican, because the thing is, Jamaicans are so direct. It comes across so bad sometimes. But that's not the intent. But the fact that he said that and he genuinely like said it and moved on, it wasn't like he said it. I don't even think he... I don't know, but I need y'all to watch this because I think it's actually super funny.
Me and my family have been traveling around hours looking for Jamaican food.
I say we travel around for hours because all the restaurants you see here that are not marked are ones we tried to go to today, but they were closed today and yesterday. And the main reason I'm showing this is to say, I hear y'all, I'm listening. It's just that a lot of places that's been recommended closed Sunday and Monday. And we still have a lot of time to go to a lot of places on this list. But today we found a family-owned spot that happens to be completely empty. Let's find out why, in my opinion.
And we are currently in Crouch in London, England, and we found this family-owned spot.
I think it's also worth adding, while I was shooting this video, I got a DM from the owner asking us to come to the restaurant. The whole time, he has no idea I'm sitting outside with my bag of food already. God, don't make no mistakes.
I got some of the most popular items. I'm excited. I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. We spent £32 and 40 pence, or $40.40. Surprisingly, for a Jamaican spot, the customer service was really good. Even though the interaction was short, it was very informative. I'm gonna show you everything I got, and we're gonna try it and rate it 1 through 10. Jerk chicken wings, oxtail with rice and peas and vegetables, and last but not least, a jerk chicken wrap. All this food still cooking. Shit's hot. This is exactly what it say it is. It's a jerk chicken wrap. It's a wrap with jerk chicken and some vegetables. It's juicy. It's not as spicy as I thought it was gonna be. There's a sauce in here that is really good. It's a little tangy. This give me like old school Chipotle. But like Chipotle when they had like really like high flavors. This is Jamaican Chipotle on steroids. It's good. 7.9 out of 10 for me. Jerk chicken wings. Now usually jerk chicken in my experience is either really dry or really wet. This is a great mixture from the looks of it. You either get that super dry jerk chicken that's really spice forward, or you get that wet jerk chicken.
They don't have no crisp to it.
Yeah, they don't have no crisp at all.
You getting both.
Yeah, it's both of them. It look like. Yeah.
Can't even pick it up.
Oh. God almighty. That flavor is deep, like super deep. It's very rich. There's a super deep spiciness. It's salted perfectly. Falling off the bone. 8.2 out of 10. This is a great jerk chicken. That was some rice. Oh my God. Yeah, that hour drive was worth it. So we got the oxtail, bro, steaming. This is cooking still, like literally still cooking. Bro, you can put noodles in here and they'll come out al dente in 2 minutes. I'm telling you. It's the oxtail. You can see the richness of flavor and marination and seasonings that's on here. Not as tender as I would like it to be. Still that super deep, rich flavor. It's very spicy too. You see my nose starting to... My nose been red since we've been here, but my nose starting to get more red. The rice. I feel like this is a classic Jamaican spot. I'm not personally Jamaican, but I feel like from my experience, this is very traditional as far as flavors. I'd be very surprised if this is not considered an authentic experience. In my opinion, the oxtail plate is 8 out of 10. Overall, this completely hits the Jamaican spot craving that I had. When we went there, it was completely empty. Why? I have no idea. But as always, after this, I pray and hope that they reach their target audience. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. That place ain't got no business being empty at all.
Not empty.
I'm lying around the corner, out the door.
All right, so we have an update on Onaja, but I want you guys to watch this video, but I totally agree with what he has to say. Something doesn't seem right. If they said they were detaining her to make sure she was safe to travel home, it's been a week. Why hasn't she traveled home yet? What is going on that they're not saying to us? I'm just saying. Y'all drop your comments down below because I would really love to know what y'all think, but I personally think something's not right.
People in my recent comments on my TikTok has been asking me to talk about the Ona Robinson situation. I haven't been talking about the Ona Robinson situation for a couple of days because I was waiting to see if anything new has come in. Something's not right, guys. Something is going on. And I'm gonna tell you why I said that. This morning, about 8:15, I was on TikTok and I seen what looked like Ona Robinson on someone's live. And there was like 4 or 5 Pakistani people on this side of the live screen while I was watching the live. And people were saying, I'm glad that you okay. People thought that something happened to you. But for some reason, the live disappeared. No one's talking about it. A couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, they said that she got on a plane. And they said that she was escorted off the plane. We recently found out, because we thought that she was locked up, they said she was escorted off the plane and she was detained. But being detained doesn't mean that she was locked up. She went to a facility, this is all alleged, for her mental, which I don't see why her mental has anything to do with her flying home to the U.S., especially if she had a boarding pass, her ID, her credentials, everything lined up. Something just don't make sense. Why would they remove her off the plane? Now, let's say if she was in a mental institution over in Dubai, wouldn't she have some type of contact with the outside world? The United States is one of the strongest countries in the world, despite the stuff that's going on with our president. The United States is one of the most powerful countries in the world. We're able to find out things that other people can't find out. We're able to go places that other people can't go. How come the government or nobody's speaking up about this? I just find it kind of odd because over in the United States, if you're missing for, I think, 48 hours, they won't start searching for you until after you're missing for 48 hours. So I'm trying to figure out what the laws is over in Dubai for a missing person report. I believe people have been calling the embassies, trying to figure out what's going on. And I just have a really, really bad feeling. Ona Robinson, if you come across this TikTok, and I don't mean the fake 100 TikTok, fake Ona Robinson TikTok pages there is. If you come across this TikTok, please let us know that you're okay over there. We all pray for your safe return back home to the United States. Even for me, this started off as a joke, but now this is no longer funny. This is one of ours that's somewhere out there lost. And if it's true that she's unstable, that means that she really, really needs us, guys. Because there is no way that this country is withholding information from the people who's trying to find out information about her. I just pray that it's not what I think, guys. I hope that nothing happened to Ona Robinson, man. We don't know who you are in real life. We just know your story, you know, but you have a lot of people who are extremely scared, a lot of people who are concerned. We need to know, as Americans, is it okay for us to travel over to Dubai? Is it okay for us to travel over to these countries? We need to hear some type of sign from you. And what was weird, because this morning when I seen that live, it made me feel a little bit better because I thought that was really her that I was looking at in that live with those 4 or 5 Pakistani people on this side of the screen that was in the little boxes. But I went back and searched for that live. It is no longer up. It is no longer posted. I don't know if it was a fake, but now it's done got really scary, guys. So let's just keep this lady uplifted. If you guys hear something, please let me know. Because now today is Wednesday again. The last time we heard from Ona Robinson was on a Wednesday, and now it's Wednesday again. Is she still with us? What's really going on, Pakistan? What's really going on, Dubai? Let us know something.
So for those of y'all that wanted to know more about Ona Robinson, she has been detained in the UAE, right? And if you don't know who Ona Robinson is,
Shabana, would you like to speak, Shabana?
Ona Robinson is the lady who flew from America to Pakistan to find love with Nidal Hamad. But Nidal Hamad's mom wasn't having it because Nidal and Onaja, they were both catfishing each other. Right? So she ended up staying in Pakistan because Then after that, why not? The food is good, and a bunch of other dudes were trying to come and get married to her. So Anaja, she left Pakistan. She went to UAE, right, on a connecting flight. And when I guess she stopped there for like a day or two. And then when she was supposed to come back to New York, she was detained. 2 agents took her off the plane, right? And now everybody wants to know where she is. Supposedly, she has been detained because her family was reaching out to try to check on her. But I've also read reports that she's been detained because she threatened to throw a cigarette or burn somebody with a cigarette, right? And if you know Dubai, you know that they're very serious about the public order, and they don't take these type of threats lightly, especially if they were on camera. Whoever recorded that, you know she probably wasn't gonna do nothing. You could have kept that part out of it, right? Because she was on her way home. Like, she was back to America, but now I don't know if she's detained for threatening to burn somebody with a cigarette, or I don't know if she's detained simply because her family has been looking for her. But whatever the situation is, she has been detained, and man, I hope that it's not like a detainment for like to punish her or to lock her up or something. Like, let that lady come home. Her family misses her. We need her back in America so she can make her own reality TV show, because she's very entertaining, right? And yeah, if y'all got any more updates, please let me know, because the last update I checked was like from this morning.
Well, y'all know what time it is. It's Black History Month time. So I'm going to play this. And I also want you guys to watch the very end of this video, because I just want to bring awareness to what's going on right now in Texas.
Let me introduce you to Nancy Green, a woman whose image became iconic but whose story is often overlooked. Born into slavery in 1834 in Kentucky, Nancy Green became one of the first African-American models in advertising history. In 1890, Nancy was hired to represent the character Aunt Jemima for the Quaker Oats Company. She wasn't just a face on a package, she brought the character to life. At the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago, Nancy cooked pancakes and shared stories, attracting huge crowds. Her contagious personality and cooking skills impressed many and made Aunt Jemima a household name. But Nancy Green was more than a marketing figure. It is not widely known that she was also an activist. Nancy used her fame to advocate for equality and improve the lives of many African Americans. She was also involved in creating programs to help the poor and needy in her community. Nancy Green died at age 89 when Dr. Seymour, a pharmacist, caused an accident that killed her standing on the sidewalk. Nancy Green's legacy is complex. While she helped create one of the most famous brands in America, her true contributions as an activist and community leader are what make her story worth remembering.
Ever heard the name Claudette Colvin? You should have. Her story is one of immense bravery. In March 1955, Claudette Colvin, just 15 years old, made a courageous stand against racial segregation in Montgomery, Alabama. 9 months before Rosa Parks, Colvin refused to move to the back of the bus, defying unjust laws. Yet, history almost forgot her. Why did this happen? Because she was young, considered uncontrollable, and lived on the wrong side of town, facing many societal prejudices. But her bravery didn't go unnoticed by everyone. Colvin was one of 4 plaintiffs in the landmark federal case, Browder v. Gale, which ultimately led to the desegregation of buses in December 1956, a monumental victory. Claudette Colvin, a name not often spoken, but a hero nonetheless. Remember her. Share her story widely, because every act of courage, no matter how small, shapes the world we live in today, leaving a lasting impact.
A 6th grader in Texas took her own life after being bullied. They would tell her that they were going to call ICE on her Latino parents and that she would be left alone, according to her mother. Her name was Joseline Rojo Carranza. She was a 6th grader at Gainesville Intermediate School in Gainesville, Texas. Joseline's mother told Univision that Joseline was bullied for having Hispanic parents and that they would threaten to call ICE on them so she would be left alone. She also claims that she was never made aware about the bullying, but that the school knew that Joseline was being bullied because she would go and report the bullying, that she was made aware until after.
Por sus papás que eran hispanos, de que le iban a hablar a migración para que se llevara a sus papás y que se iba a quedar sola. Entonces, al parecer la escuela estaba al tanto de eso, pero a mí nunca me hicieron saber lo que estaba pasando con mi hija.
The incident occurred on February 3rd, and Joseline spent a few days fighting for her life in the ICU in a Dallas, Texas hospital before she passed away on February 8th. My heart goes out to this precious little girl's family. May she rest in peace, and may there be justice for her.
This is Roseline, a 6th grader in Texas. She took her own life because she was being told by classmates that they will call ICE on her family. Her classmates were basically saying to her that they'll come to get her parents and then she'll be here in the US all by herself. Some of you raise monsters because you are one yourself. And the fact that this little girl took her own life shows you how hopeless she felt. No matter how you feel about immigration, these are babies. And the fact that your child or whoever's child is in the school doing this, and this little girl ended her life, you and the children should be charged for hate crimes. It absolutely breaks my heart to know that a 6th grader felt this hopeless and that her classmates were the reason. Like, just humanity. Please use some humanity and raise your kids to do the same. Say her name. Joseline Rojo Carnanza. She needs justice. This should not be okay. At all. Y'all know as much as I like to bring laughs and jokes and funny stuff, I do like to bring awareness too about things that are going on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye bye for now.